guys, this is going to be a quick one. I read this last night and Spirit said to give it to you guys. Somebody needs to hear it. And then I'm going to pull a Galactic Heritage card for you as well. And then I have a reading in just a few minutes. So, okay. You in your physical manifestation are dependent upon the air you breathe. And this is from A Call to the Light Workers by Rhea Powers. Can't see that very well. Okay, it's a channeled book. It's awesome. Okay, so you in your physical manifestation are dependent upon the air you breathe. This also may be seen symbolically. Your individual experience is fully dependent upon the universal consciousness. That is to say, without your connection to the universal consciousness represented by the air that you breathe into your individual form, your individual experience could not persist. Equally true, if you did not exhale, if you did not contribute out yourself into the universal consciousness, your universal form could not exist. Your continual connection, the flow in and out from the universal to you and from you to the universal is necessary to sustain life. As you meditate and focus on the breath, use this symbolic representation to experience your own unique connection to the universal. The symbolism of the breath may also be used in a more sociological or psychological distinction. That is to say, as you allow the universal represented in physical form by your brothers and sisters to contribute to you, as you accept and receive into yourself the flow from others, your own aliveness is sustained. Likewise, it is impossible to withhold your own contribution to others and maintain your own aliveness. This give and take between you and those around you and those even beyond your knowing is necessary to sustain life in a physiological, psychological, philosophical, and spiritual delineation. Therefore, as you allow your brothers and sisters to contribute to you, your aliveness is enhanced. As you pull away from yourself, your own resources and contribute them to those around you, your own aliveness is sustained and enhanced. Getting the idea that it's all about ebb and flow. The give and take between life forms is necessary for life to continue. Therefore, allow those around you to contribute to you, to share their gifts, their resources, their essence with you. You do not need to deserve it. It is the way it is. Deserving has nothing to do with it. The function of give and take between human beings, and indeed those of you with pets, may want to include other living forms, and it is a necessary function of life. Worthiness is not a factor. Feelings of unworthiness and undeservedness stem from decisions in the karmic pattern. Karma is linked to duality and separateness. Feelings of unworthiness, feelings that you do not deserve to receive or to have or to express, are all based on karmic decisions within the system of good and evil. If one thinks one did something evil, one thinks he doesn't deserve. One thinks one needs to be punished by either withholding oneself out of feeling unworthy to contribute to the flow of life, or by refusing to allow in that flow of gifts from others. This is all contradictory to the basic flow of life. It is all rooted in karmic patterns associated with duality. You deserve to receive in the same way that you deserve to breathe in air. You deserve to express in the same way that you deserve to exhale. You would not question you deserving to breathe. Likewise, you should not question you deserving to receive from the flow of life represented frequently by your brothers and sisters, nor your deserving to express yourself, to continue your gifts to the flow of life, also frequently represented by your brothers and sisters. The give and take between you and others is as necessary as your own breathing to sustain your life and the life of those around you. It's that important for you to be able to feel balanced in your giving and receiving. As you practice meditation, focusing on your breath. Focus on the flow of life into your body. Focus on the flow of life into your experience. Focus on the flow of life out of your body. Focus on your contribution to all that is. And you guys know that I have that shirt that says, breathe it all in, love it all out. So you could do a meditation where you breathe in the contribution of life around you, others around you, pets around you, plants, feel life giving to you. And when you breathe out, you're giving to all those things as well. It's a natural ebb and flow that needs to happen, needs to be there. Anything getting in the way of that is just your ego and your thoughts it's creating karma. So breathe life in and its contribution to you, and breathe life out and give to others. It is that simple, that easy. We don't have to make it more complex than that. Okay. So let's pick, this is what they look like, the galactic cards. Galactic heritage cards. You guys got, seduction and addiction, 58. So maybe that's what's holding you back. Orion, present is what it says at the bottom. All right, so 58, let's take a look at what that says. That's going to be interesting. Okay. Each time we engage in a habit or thought pattern, it grows stronger. We eventually crave the fulfillment of the habit like a drug. The thought of fulfilling that habit acts like a seduction for the ego. It must engage in this behavior pattern in order to feel normal. This is true for our addiction to polarity, judgment, categorization. We are compelled to judge everything we see or experience in order to make sense of reality and feel safe. But if our consciousness, and thus our planet, is going to transform, we must learn to resist the seduction of this addiction, which will shift us to the transcended state. This card refers to the time in Orion history when they were trying to heal the polarity in their civilization and their consciousness. They were eventually successful, but it took a lot of self-exploration in order for them to stop reinforcing old habitual patterns and polarized thought. As long as polarized thought exists, beings are never free to live as their true selves. Fully integrated awareness. So what is polarized thought? It can be obvious, such as viewing reality through the lens of good and evil, or it can be subtle, such as unconsciously seeing yourself as separate, bad, lacking, not deserving, and so on. As long as we allow polarized thoughts to dominate our awareness, it is like feeding an addiction that only craves more and more polarized beliefs in order to survive. This addiction is seductive. It lures you into the trap of self-sabotaging beliefs and behavior and stops the process of awakening. If this card came up in your reading, look at the other cards to see if blah, 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 there are no other cards. It is also asking you to examine your innermost self for addictive thought patterns that keep you stuck in suffering and pain. Those thought patterns are no longer necessary, and when they change, suffering is lessened considerably. The power for change, freedom, and happiness is in your hands, and it all stems from being aware of how your thoughts affect your experience of reality. The ancient Orions had to learn this also. They succeeded and eventually awakened to a very high level of consciousness. This is possible for you as well. Wow. Wow, wow. They kind of go hand in hand. I'm going to go, I think, till my timer goes off. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards for you guys as well. All right, Spirit. These are the crystal cards. What do the crystal cards have to say to these guys? You're ready to love again. You do deserve this. You are worthy. So quit holding yourself back. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love now. Divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. Or if you've been praying for answers, they are on the way. You just have to take action on the ideas that come to you, the solutions that come to you. Now that you've asked for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. It's a different deck. It's so funny. Yeah, if it didn't feel like, I feel like like a feral cat kind of feel, like, oh, I can't go now. Ooh, oh, the slightest noise happens and you back up again. They're encouraging you to come out of that. You have an important life purpose involving communication. I feel like this is just, you need to communicate in order to go forward into your life purpose. I am the angel of abundance, and you will receive the money that you need, and God's in charge of how that will happen. Your job is to have faith. And you're also a spiritual teacher. You may be counseling others as part of your divine life purpose you're stepping into. Take really good care of yourself right now. Okay. Dolphins and mermaids and dolphins. Pay attention to repetitious signs and inner guidance as they yield valuable information. Contemplate, spend time alone, meditating on what you truly desire, or stay in the moment, so that those ego traps and just the ego traps in the self-sabotaging patterns can stop. You have to spend enough time totally quieting your mind and not caring about what your brain has to say in order to stop spinning out. Then you have waves of prosperity. Again, the second card about abundance. Once your thoughts stop and you start trusting life to start unfolding the way that it should, in the way that's most beneficial for you, and you start following those promptings by the universe, you're going to have waves and waves and waves of prosperity coming in. It's time to move on, let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. Whatever it is you're leaving behind, whether it's an addiction or just the self-sabotage or thinking too much or a person, or just like being addicted to just whatever it is that you keep doing that you know is hurting you, even the people pleasing, that stuff like that. It's time to simplify your life. It's time to get rid of all of the drama, all of the things that are holding you back. What they're showing me is a bunch of weights are hanging off of you and ropes attached to the weights. And they're just saying, just cut it all off and go fly. Simplify your life, eliminate clutter from your home, and work to balance the flow of activities. So a lot of us were talking about on the live yesterday, which I'm going to do another one on Thursday at 12 o'clock Mountain Time, if you guys want to join me then too. I'm planning to finish up on those I didn't get to in part 2, but if any of you have additional questions, you can join me then. Simplify your life is, for many of us in the live, meant going through and reorganizing a bunch of things, or getting to those projects that we've left. Break free, try new and different ventures as a way to grow and learn, and to jump into and spring into that abundance and the freedom and your authenticity and all that comes with following your divine life purpose and spirit's promptings. Break free of even unnecessary things that you've kept around that you don't need anymore. Okay. Oh, they said do a divine guidance council meeting too. I have a video on here on YouTube if you guys want to watch that. Alchemy, you've got the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. So have faith in yourself and know that you can make this happen. Leave worthiness out of it and just go for your dreams. Treasure chest, an unforeseen windfall of abundance. It comes to you now. So just be like the Excalibur, sword. Pull that sword out of the stone, find that treasure, open it up, see what's there, open your mouth. You're being helped. Whoop, there it is. And that was definitely a confirmation when that went off. I was looking at you're being helped. So, all right, guys, hope that gives you a boost of confidence. Okay, I want to call or visit badly. So do it. Do it. This is time. When you feel a prompting, take action. You're in touch with the truth of the situation. So trust your gut and lovingly assert yourselves. Okay, you guys, have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful day. Oh, great. They tell me a number right at the end, but I went right to it. 227. Your awesome faith and positive outlook are being rewarded by the infallible law of attraction. All right, guys. Big hugs and love to all of you, and I will talk to you later. If you like my videos, please like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Also, feel free to join me at patreon.com/Amy Satori, where I post monthly energy readings, pick a decks, and other goodies for members only, including discounts for readings and being entered to win a free reading at the end of the year. Memberships start as low as $5.55 a month. Sometimes I even put my free collective love readings on Patreon first before uploading them here to YouTube. You can check the description of my videos for the most up-to-date information.